understand, like, my mom was the only one who actually believed in me in, like, a lot of the stuff I did.
Yeah.
Because, like,
Supportive. She was very supportive.
not just supportive is too light of a word of how I view my mom's support.
Okay.
Because my mom for the beginning of my comedy career, like, she's like, I want to go see you perform. She saw me perform. She's like, you gotta get better before I see you perform. I was like, I bet. I was like, bet.
That's a good mom.
Because, like, my mom was like, she's like, look, you don't have to cuss all the time, and I understand that that's not how you regularly talk, but you're uncomfortable. You're trying to feed into, like, making people like you.
Yeah.
Once you get comfortable on stage, then come back to me.
That's great comedy advice.
Like, my mom was very honest with me, because, like, my mom knows that I take her word critically. Even when she's joking, I always double check her, like, hey, so for real though.
Yeah.
I'm fuck it up. And she'd be like, no, you ain't fucking up. I'm just fucking up. I'm like, all right. She don't be saying it in those words. But, like, yeah, because growing up, like, I still have a ruptured eardrum in my right ear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
From what?
Getting high fevers.
Oh, okay.
So-
Interesting.
So when you're younger,
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, my mom used to smack me upside the head.
I see my dad more than my mom. Like, my dad, like, the joke about my dad, him being 5, yeah, he's literally 5'5".
Oh, really?
Like, I'm not bullshitting you. When like, he would literally be like, hey, look me in my eyes, and we would look straight, and then he'd be like, he would have to either take a step back or tell us, like, look down a little bit.
All right, so what I'm gonna say is, because I don't want to waste any chatter.
Of course.
Let's go ahead. We'll start, and I guess usually what I do with Neil is, like, whenever you introduce the guests, that's when you guys are free, because the intro is like 20 seconds long.
Do you want this in shot, or do you want this out of shot?
Oh, I don't give a fuck, man. This is his show. You can do that.
Yeah, whatever you want.
You're free.
If you don't want to leave it on the corner, I get it, because that's a vulnerable place. You don't want it to fall off.
I kind of don't want it to be in shot. If we bring it,
if you put it right where your grinders are, they won't be seen. That's about as far out of shot. And you can put the grinders up in front of your drinks too, and they won't be in shot. Like,
you know what? Yeah. No, I don't want.
Like drinks, you don't want. Like,
Before we get started, do you want?
Pretty much this whole corner is out of the shot.
Got you. Love it.
Can I offer you a little bit of whiskey or?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I thought you would know me well enough to know I'm a whiskey kind of man. Put some hair on my chest.
That one?
Put some hair on my chest.
For you, sir.
All right. So with that, I guess I'm gonna do cans. Let's do it in. Let's do 3, 2, 1.
Let's do it.
Welcome to the ECLECTICAST. Thanks for tuning in to another episode put on by Alarm Red Media. And today's guest is Rj Haines. What's up, buddy? Thanks for coming.
Thank you, buddy.
Good to see you. Just up top, just that way we get it right in the beginning. Do you want to plug your Instagram?
Yeah, pop that shit.
My Instagram is going to be Rj Haines, Haines. Which camera am I looking at?
You're these guys.
Oh. Okay. It's going to be Rj Haines, Haines, regular RJ with 3 I's because I'm the third. Rj Haines, the third.
There we go. All right. So that way they know where to follow you and check you out for all your dates and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude. We were just talking a little bit about your mom and comedy and stuff.
In a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Hey, man, my mom's honest. My mom's like, hey, if you crack a joke about me, at least let it be funny.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, cool.
It was a funny lead-in. Yeah, we were just talking about your mom. Like, what?
I can see how you could take it that way. That's not what I meant. How many times did she come out and see you?
She saw me like collectively like twice.
Oh, okay, that's good.
But for me, that's good enough because I don't. If I don't care for your opinion that much, I don't mind if you don't come. If you come just to see like me shine and be in my own element, that's cool. I do understand that. There's not that many people that's going to be like even remotely giving me a chance on that.
Sure.
I do appreciate that. But if you love what I'm doing in my hustle, even if you're not in stand-up, but you respect the hustle and and you're a nerd about it, I respect your opinion, and we can have a conversation about that.
Yeah.
But this is my mom.
Yeah.
And she knows, like, I'm not the youngest, but I'm the second youngest by a year.
Okay.
I have a younger sister who's younger than me by like a year. So like a lot of the things that I do to her is special, but she won't show it. Like outright. Like she'll show it in small stuff, like in how she speaks and even how she treats me.
Okay.
She won't be like, oh, this is my baby. She won't be like, hey, this is my baby. He do this and the other. If you want to have him on the show or see him on the show, ask him. He does his own work and he works for himself. And that's the kind of respect that I would want from anyone.
Yeah.
It feels great coming from my mom.
He's got bad habits. But I like him.
Basically, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. He smokes weed. I don't approve, but he's a good guy.
Everything.
He's a good guy.
Good guy.
Good guy all around.
Yeah, my mom does it all the time to me in public, and it kind of is annoying. So it's like nothing I can do about it right now. They're like, "Oh, he's a comedian." I'm just like, "Great." Now I'm having
Nothing you can do about it.
yeah, nothing I can do about it. I can't just be like, "Yep, this is what I do."
But you also have to think about it on the parents' aspect. You came out of them.
Sure did.
My son or daughter is now
Sometimes twice.
sometimes. This fucking guy, huh? This
Right
fucking
off the
guy.
top, huh?
Off top. Off the tickety top. But you have to think about it like as a parent, like my kid that I thought that I would that I struggled to even provide for is now doing art form that Steve Martin, that like all you have to understand from your parents' aspect. Like my mom, as soon as she found out I did comedy, she first off checked me on my comedy history, which I was like off top thrown back, but that brought me hella more respect to like her.
Is that how you got your comedy influence? Your mom was like always like she's like knows a lot about comedy, like likes comedy. Did she show you comedy growing up? Like how did that
I
connection?
gravitated towards comedy.
Okay.
Because having ear problems, because I didn't get my ears like fully consistently fixed, so I was in like second grade.
Okay.
Kindergarten was rough because I could barely hear, but like the inconsistency of hearing made me really pay attention to people's body language, made me really pay attention to how people even talk to me.
Yeah.
And Jim Carrey, we talked about this before.
I love
Jim Carrey is one of my biggest idols in comedy because of how physical he was. He wasn't like a Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin did something regularly goofy and then put extra emphasis on it.
Right.
Because there was no words, which if you've done physical comedy is hard within itself.
It's interesting to have Charlie Chaplin as an influence as a comic. I've never heard anyone say that because like that is a very like good observation. Like he had to like his act outs had to be funny to stand alone.
And that's another thing about just theater in general. Like in theater, if you rewatching the Pimp Chronicles now compared to when I was younger is different.
Mm-hmm.
When I was younger, I was more with the performance. I was more with like the spectacle. Like, oh shit, he's talking about hood shit and making jokes about it. I myself have not heard about that or heard this in this type of light. But then now that I'm older and I rewatch it, I'm watching, why is his clothes so big? And I look at the zoomed out shots and I pause and I'm like, oh, even if I'm in the rafters, it still looks like I know what his outfit is.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, wow.
Dressed big.
Yeah, you can see what he's
you
wearing.
You can see what he's wearing, and it looks normal.
Right.
If you're up front and on him, it looks big, baggy, and crazy. But if you're up in the rafters, it looks normal.
Right.
Which made me realize how people have huge ass heads.
Yeah, it looks normal. Yeah,
like even if you step back, it kind of lightweight looks, you're like, what? All right, that's crazy. But yeah, small physical things brought me into comedy. So yeah. But my mom put me on to Red Fox, Mother Mabel. Mother Mabel is one of the oldest female comics that I've seen of a minority.
Huh.
Like a lot of her jokes are super old school. Some story driven, some straight up topic premise punch. But like I wasn't laughing at the jokes. I was studying how she was controlling the room.
Right.
I even saw an old clip on YouTube where she's literally sitting down, like Bill Cosby like where like everybody's silent. and hanging on her word for her punchlines.
Can we pull? Do you think we could pull that up, Ron?
Pull up which?
Mother Mabel.
Mother Mabel? Yeah, man, give me a...
And what was the show? Like, do you remember the
I
clip?
do not remember. You gotta
let's see
remember,
if
it
we
was
can
in
find it.
2013 when I was doing my research.
Right. Let's see
So
if we
it's
can
like,
just
it's
find
been
anything.
a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Mother...
That sounds
Spell
interesting.
Mabel,
Never-
like Mabel.
Bruh, you are talking to a dyslexic about spelling.
Mother Mabel and the Carter sisters. Mother Mabel.
Comedian. Just maybe.
Well, it says American musician. No, that says Mabel,
Mabel Carter. That's not Mother Mabel.
Are you dyslexic, Ron? Because that was
Mother
backwards.
There ain't no judgment on this side.
Mother Mabel. Maybe that's her real name. Mabel Carter. Mother, otherwise known as Mother Mater.
Mother Mabel, the comedian?
Mother. No, so this is Mother Mabel.
The comedian. Because
That's why I was like, spell Mabel. I'll do comedian.
Yeah,
this
maybe
is easily fixable.
yes,
There we
this
go.
yes.
Oh, I see.
This
Mom's Mabley.
My bad, Mom's Mabley.
You dyslexic fucking motherfucker.
Hey man, hey man.
Hey, he
I
wasn't
know
gonna
my
throw shade
flaws.
on you.
I know my flaws as a person.
So, is there anything?
See if
like,
we can find a YouTube clip of her.
yeah, like. Well, I mean, there's definitely YouTube.
Describe it again. You said it was. She was like sitting down. And
Mother of
Sitting-
black comedy.
She was sitting down like it was a black and white. It was a black and white
Sitting
one,
down, black and white.
but it's 2013. Like a lot of recently, YouTube has been heavy on like the restrictions.
Let's see.
Just any clip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's see
yeah,
what
I'm
happens
down
here.
to
Let's
just check
watch
out.
any
See
clip.
what happens.
To you now, a lady who's been one of the most popular comedians in the United States for over 40
Give
years.
me a second.
Now, some of you may have not
Hell yeah.
heard of her yet. She's only started recently doing television. But she's often been
Which is
called
probably
the funniest
huge for the
woman in
time.
the world.
Bro,
And
like
after spending a
when
week,
people
Tom
don't-
and I rehearsing and working with her,
I'll wait to talk
we
after
heartily
this.
agree. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Mom's Mabley.
I'm glad he didn't.
Bro.
The Hawaiian shirt.
Bro, lightweight. That's why I started wearing like. Nigga, that's kind of cool. That's kind of French though. My Mabel's kind of trippish.
Great having you on our show tonight.
Honey, and it's great being on your show. Oh, yes, I enjoy listening to you and your dumb brother. You know, this is the kind of show that people can enjoy. Good, clean, dirty fun.
I like
I know
that.
you came all the way from New York to do the show.
Yes, I did.
Did you-
Yes, I did.
Hustler.
Fly, take the train.
Yes, I flew.
You flew out.
But I won't flew back.
I won't
That's
flew
the
back.
first time I ever been on a plane and the last time. Honey, no sooner than I got up no high in the Empire State, something went clunk up in my head and my ears stopped up. Couldn't hear nothing. Oh, you talk about somebody being miserable. But that little girl on the plane was so nice.
The stewardess.
Yeah, the stewardess, bless her little heart. She tried to do all she could. She said, Mom, I said, I can't hear nothing, honey. I can't hear nothing. She said, Mom, chew this chewing gum. Maybe that'll help you, you know? I chewed and chewed. It didn't help nothing. We started over Denver, across them mountains, and got caught in an electric storm. And that plane started dipping, and I started dipping with it. It started going around. I couldn't hear nothing. I said, do something for me, honey. I'm dying. She said, Mom, drop your jaw. And I misunderstood her.
I understand.
Oh, I caught a terrible cold.
Anyway, now that you're here and you're over
Told you,
here,
Brad.
how do you like it out here in sunny California?
Oh, I love it. I've been out here before, you know.
Oh, you have?
I never will forget. Oh, yes, Mom been out here gang time. I was out here working. Like a gas gun. I was out here.
She has that, like, Uncle Joey laugh.
Bro,
Right?
but she knew how to control a room.
Where I live at, you'll have to give me some more money so I can get a taxi. Cause it's dangerous walking down them streets. And because I remember one night I got off the bus and started home. No sooner than I was walking on home, a young man walked up to me and said, Mom, give me some money. And I said, give you some money? He said, Mom, I ain't got no people. My mother and father's dead. He started crying. He said, I ain't got no sisters and brothers, no nothing. I ain't got nowhere to eat. I ain't got nowhere to sleep. Say, Mom, I ain't got nothing but this gun.
Fuck.
Beast.
That's crazy.
I like to put my arms around your son, young and all. You know, Mom don't like old men. Anytime you see me with my arms around an old man, I'm holding him for the police.
I'm afraid to ask you the next question.
Crushing, bro.
He says, I'm afraid to ask you the next question, but I will anyway.
Yeah.
Because I have to.
Yeah, you better.
You better?
Yeah,
Ooh.
someone yelled at
What
you
kind of
better.
work were you doing when you were out here? Were you working television?
Well, you know, I work for the government.
Government?
Yes, I'm a spy.
I'm a survivor.
I'm a spy.
Spy.
I'm a spy.
The only one that owns up to it in the United States. I am a United States spy.
Well, that's wonderful. That's a glamorous job. You know, I've noticed there's a lot of Negroes now holding glamorous government jobs.
Oh, yes.
Very desirable jobs. Like I just read recently about our first Negro astronaut. Did you know about that?
Well, of course I know about it. I'm the one that caused him to get the job. Yeah, when them men would come from, you remember them two men that come down in the astronaut, they give that big ticker tape parade for on Fifth Avenue in New York. 10,000 people lined up on Fifth Avenue. Of course, I was in the crowd, you know, doing that line and spying, you know. And all at once I happened to look and watch the expression on some colored men's face. I run out to Kennedy Airport, grabbed me an airplane, went down to Washington, and just as I was walking across the White House lawn, I spied him coming over from the House of Representatives. I said, hey, Lyndon.
Linda.
Come here, boy.
Imagine an old black lady calling an older white dude.
Television, yeah.
That white,
Up
bruh.
in the air quick. I'm telling you now, get something colored up in the air quick. Martin Luther King, march on your buns.
March on your bombs, bruh.
Jesus fucking in it, man.
Mom, don't you know I didn't think about that? You're right, Mom. What would I do without you? I could get somebody up there quick. He said, where can I get a gang of colored men right away? A whole crowd of colored men. I said, 125th Street and 7th Avenue. Anything you want on 125th Street and 7th Avenue. And a whole lot of things you don't want. Put it all in the paper. All on radio, everywhere. All in the Times, everything. Want all the colored men to meet at 125th Street and 7th Avenue in front of the Teresa Hotel at 3 o'clock next Thursday evening. Next Thursday evening, there's 3,000 men, 3,000 colored men lined in front of the Teresa Hotel. The man walked out on the platform. He said, I never saw such bravery in all my life. Here's 3,000 colored men ready to go up for their country. So I don't know which one to choose. All of them are capable of going. Say, but I want to be fair. So I'm going to throw a feather out. And say the one that the feather lights on will be the first colored man to go up in the accident.
To go up to the astronaut.
He throws the feather out, you ought to see them cats.
That's funny.
That's funny.
Bro.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Brought to you by Hulu, but not.
Yeah, Captivate. I
yeah,
mean,
man, that's cool.
And
Bro.
like we were talking about, like for her to go up at this time on
At
like
that-
what was pretty much just predominantly white, like
She was born
TV.
in 1894. That
Jeez.
that young old
Wow.
bird, that young old bird. She could still be alive today,
Bro,
If
but
she
like-
wasn't.
She wasn't. Golly, bro.
That's fine. That's fair. No, man, that's cool. White Plains, New York, is where she was born. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
like
really rad.
I could have probably picked a shorter clip.
probably my bad.
But no, I
that was
could.
good.
I'm the one that clicked on it. But that was 1967 when.
Wow.
It's funny because the
gotta-
verbiage was different back then.
100%.
But it was. I found it interesting that he used the word Negro and she
Used
said colored.
colored.
It's like obviously. I wonder if she took offense to the one and like that was her way of maybe kind of correcting him,
Right.
or if it was just like one is different than the other.
Well,
in 1967.
it's held to. I know this. If this even look, this is as a clip.
If you're gonna,
Look, if this is a clip.
No.
it's
Just
not.
understand this is gonna be the discretionary and cautionary part before I say anything else. All right.
Timestamp.
There you
that.
go. Sorry, timestamp.
Timestamp.
No, but I mean, yeah, because it's what he's about.
I'm just
to say.
saying she used it like the same way a lot of the black comedians use the N-word now.
Yeah.
Because you got to understand that run out. It's 67.
Yeah.
The
Right.
word colored was still being used,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it was used in a derogatory sense.
That's-
So even on top of that, it's just a woman of that age using that verbiage in that manner in a joke.
Yeah.
So the cool thing about that is not racist side. It's more of like ageism. It's just like to hear old people talk dirty or talk dirty, quote unquote. It's always funny. Or
To hear-
to be racist.
To hear an older generation be crude beyond
Yes.
their years.
Yes.
Something that you would see, like, it's just like seeing someone 45 using drip properly. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like okay, you got the sauce, playboy. You've learned up. You got your shoelace tied tight. Okay, you old school like a shelter, but your shoelaces is tied tight. You got your game right.
Yeah.
You know, it's just certain things like that. But even still, like, I had the discussion with my older brother, my eldest, the one I have the writing out and Steve Urkel bit about.
Okay.
Me and him talked about it, and his reverence for Mother Mabel is different than mine. Mine is more or less like, look, I'm paying attention to the time, the context, the verbiage, and the joke writing execution. As you saw when we were even watching it, I was paying attention to how she even controlled the crowd.
Yeah, I mean, the crowd would get completely silent, and she would
Right.
still have them hanging on to every word. And then when the
Every
punchline
word.
hit, it was just like a bomb.
It
You know, it
hit,
just
and it
explodes. Yeah.
And when she's ready to get on to the next part, she starts it, but she doesn't start it. She starts it at the movements. She waits for the laugh to subside, and then she goes right into that bit.
Yeah.
And seeing that mechanistry and her movements within that time, and her being so racy on a late night show,
Yeah.
even.
Oh, that guy definitely got fired for bringing her on.
It was, and it's not really him that could get fired because he's just a host. All
Yeah.
he does is bring people up, and he's
That's
just-
what the
he's just a
network
face.
tells him.
Exactly,
is
he does
okay.
dope with the network.
Yeah.
Now, probably the talent scout or the talent agent probably got fired, but the host probably is going to change out via his likability on stage.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's crazy. I mean,
I was surprised when my mom said Red Fox. I was like, Red Fox? She was like, yeah. I was like, you do know you racist Jehovah's Witness, right? Like, it's just like, Red Fox? You listen to that? You made me listen to Bill Cosby, bro? Come on.
That's who I was thinking of. Dick Gregory. That's who I was
Yes. One of the best, bro.
It took me a second to like remember his name.
Hustler. He has, Dick Gregory.
There's a documentary that just came out about him that I was like, I remember seeing it or seeing it advertised. I'm like, fuck, I need to watch that.
So much knowledge, so much wisdom.
Do you know
so
who he is,
many-
Rafa?
Huh?
Do you know?
I may be wrong on this, but I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
here's the-
Chappelle said that he took a lot of influence from.
Yeah, here's
Because you have to understand
hang on,
that,
dude. Yeah,
you have to
it's
understand that
showtime. Here's what you want to watch the trailer.
you have to understand that Dick Gregory, like
Paved the way, in a sense, or
all of our favorites, Richard
Yeah.
Pryor,
right,
all of our favorites, Eddie Murphy, idolize him.
right,
So you have to really think in context. Like, if people that we think are on another level or on another stratosphere,
this
of
guy's
joke
on
writing,
another whole
Yeah.
other level. Yeah.
So just understand, like, he's seen all of them grow up. He's seen all of them mature comedically. If after this documentary commercial, we can pull up a comedy hype clip where he talked about his relationship with him and Paul Mooney.
Oh shit.
with
Rest
with
in peace.
They might be in here. But yeah, we'll pull it up.
You better believe it.
sitting down.
He was one of the greatest political comedians to ever live.
In about 6 more months, they're
Wise
gonna be forced
man,
to hire
bro.
Negro bus drivers in Mississippi, so we growing steering wheels so they can drive from the back of the bus.
His stage presence was so smooth.
Oh yeah. That's
One of
cool.
these smoothies. One of these smoothies, bruh.
Landscape of stand-up comedy.
Football's a fair sport for my people. Only sport in the world a Negro can chase a white man and 40,000 people stand up and cheer.
Damn, he's talking to these white people like that.
He just spoke his truth. What's overlooked is how unafraid he was.
Are you out to give people a good laugh? Are you out to make a very definite point?
Yes.
I happen to believe that you can't laugh social problems out of existence.
Dick knew how to take a heated issue, bring humor, and move forward. It encouraged people.
I think people get confused and think that he was an activist who decided to be funny.
Nah,
no.
he's just wise
His
ass
soul
dude,
was that of a
bruh.
stand-up comic. He just could not do that in a world that was falling down around him.
Now, I ran from Chicago to Washington, D.C. to dramatize that there's a need to feed hungry people.
He ran for Native Americans. He ran for women.
He gave so much of himself to
Can you pause it
a
real quick?
movement, to a people.
You have to understand. You have to understand like a certain dynamic too. Like a large amount of men, not only in this generation but back then, were getting raised by women. So of course,
Right.
you as a black man have to be like, "Yo, women's rights is kind of important." Because
Yeah.
also off top, moms need help.
They still had to struggle just to make ends meet.
Just to
for
make
their
ends meet
kids,
while
yeah.
dad left and did his own thing.
Yeah.
So like women's right, like for me, women's rights is hella important
Yeah.
to any black individual.
Yeah.
Women's rights is important, and black rights are important, but mostly women's rights. Because like even if you as a, this is my personal opinion, even if you as a black man don't succeed, I'd much rather have a sister or somebody else in power that it not only looks like me, understands my struggle, just any one of those too.
Right.
Not only looks like me or understands my struggle, or and you're okay. As a guy, I have to take the punches.
Yeah.
I have to. But as a woman, you shouldn't have to. Yes, strong women do exist. Yes, strong women have been around for years and eons. But like even still, the strongest woman is still gonna need a dude to be like to check another guy because guys are stupid sometimes.
Yeah. It's true.
Continue. I'm sorry.
To change the world, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm Eric Clapton up in this bitch.
No, man,
He wanted to be a part of the change.
this is totally a dude that I didn't know much about, and this really, like, I'm like, all right, I'm in.
man has given more.
Yeah, I gotta check this out.
More needed.
I had to know him. I like my brothers made it my brothers and my mom made it essential for me to know him.
Right.
If you're gonna be in comedy or any type of show business,
Yeah.
you need to know your history about that show business.
Yeah.
If you want to do comedy, we gotta game you up. I'm not gonna have you be my sibling and you not know at least what I know or what have I experienced
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
through these lens.
Yep. What was the video that you wanted to pull up after that?
It was comedy hype. Him talking about the relationship between
So comedy hype, Dick Gregory.
Mm-hmm. Because it talks about when he was a security guard for
Arsenio Hall.
no.
First
Richard
and
Pryor.
last interview with Comedy Hype. This guy. It's 42 minutes.
Not the first and last interview of comedy hype. It should be comedy hype, Dick Gregory, Richard Pryor, and Paul Mooney.
Was Dick Gregory almost assassinated?
I wouldn't be surprised. The man had very
Yeah, I mean, he was probably saying things that a lot of people didn't like
I mean,
to hear.
question the status quo. That's like everyone who got shot.
if
was
you
questioning
if you question the status quo and you can hold a crowd, you're the most dangerous man.
Yeah.
Here's another one where it said Dick Gregory almost became a U.S. president.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's funny.
Like you
Yeah,
got to
I can't
think
find
about
the
it.
specific clip. I've got the only one I've got up here that's got it's got first and it's with Comedy
Like,
Hype.
we could people can look up on their own.
Yeah,
Like, look up Comedy
you
Hype Dick
better.
Rarity and Paul Mooney.
You
Like,
dirty
just
people.
get your knowledge up. Just really learn.
Yeah.
Speaking
I
of
had to learn because I'm stupid.
something that when we were talking about having you on the podcast, you said that you wanted to talk about conspiracy theories.
Yes, let's go.
So yeah, like in the sake of knowledge and learning stuff, what's I don't know.
What's your favorite?
Yeah, what's your favorite?
You got one. You got a boner for a specific one right now?
Y'all gonna look at me like sideways.
Nah.
Crystal pyramids and the Bermuda Triangle.
Crystal pyramids in the Bermuda Triangle. That's
and-
something I
and
haven't
how-
heard about the
and
Bermuda
that- and
Triangle.
It's something that
Is that what's causing all the electromagnetic?
people? That's what one thing people are saying, and the same thing that they found those same pyramids on Mars but underground.
Okay, interesting.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Mars was like.
So who conspired? So who's the head of the?
Hey, bro, I just heard this through my older brother. We had a conversation about this. He was like, "Hey, man, like
these like
if
crystal.
I advise everybody to have one thug friend, just one thug friend. Because once you get close to him, the shit that you hear is stupid hilarious. Because like once you get close to a thug or a thug like dude, and you start getting on conspiracy theories,
right? It's off to the races, huh?
So much fun.
What did you hear about that? They're now offering a cruise through the Bermuda Triangle.
I heard about that,
and that they're telling
told me
people,
about
"Look,
that. He told me about
we've
that.
come back every time, or your money back." And it's just like, if I disappear, it doesn't matter if I get my fucking money back.
It's a one-way trip.
Yeah.
Can you survive?
I thought that was pretty interesting that they're offering that, and that's one of their disclaimers. Like, hey, guaranteed your return, or
how
can you ensure that?
Giant pyramids, 3 times the size of the Great Pyramid of Giza, have been located 2,000 meters beneath the surface of the dreaded Bermuda Triangle. Conspiracy website, before its news, claims the pyramids could have been initially made on land, but were lost to sea, after which a devastating earthquake struck and changed the landscape completely. The pyramids were discovered by a Dr. Mayer Verlage.
Wait, is he's a doctor and a mayor?
No, doctor, like
His
Mayer.
name is-
Mayer.
Oh, okay. I thought if he was a doctor and a mayor, I'm like, bro, you're overachieving.
Like, all right, let's. You don't think John Mayer is a mayor, do you?
I guess he was waiting on the world to change anyway.
Yeah, dude, hell yeah.
It adds there is no sure sign as to the purpose of the pyramids, but warns they could be responsible for the mysterious goings on in the region, with many ships and planes disappearing.
Oh, okay, Ron. Let me just say this.
Yeah, what's up?
Just say this.
Yeah.
Since we have a picture of the pyramids up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Looks exactly like Egypt's pyramids, right?
Yeah, it looks like they found like Egypt's pyramid and just kind of blue hued it.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For nighttime.
Also,
camera work.
if it was crystal, you'd be able to see through it.
But if you go back
100%.
like to the googly that I did, the Google lesson.
I just want to say, out of all the pyramids, the ones in Mexico and Brazil are the dopest. Just saying.
So this is the image that I think is funny, is that, okay, so in the Bermuda Triangle, there's a sunken pyramids.
And isn't it weird that the Bermuda Triangle is also a pyramid shape? Is there
Just a little too convenient for me. Now, if I had to, let's get some thinking music.
Look,
there's a mystery afoot.
You can see the bricks on this pyramid underwater.
Can you?
You can literally see how there's lines. There's like
You can see the bricks.
I can see the bricks.
Like
Are there
Pusha T song.
pyramids in Brazil? I didn't know that we had pyramids.
I think y'all do. Like, I think y'all have pyramids.
It's a new fact for me.
And you're Brazilian. That's
See,
hilarious.
look, the bricks. You can see
the bricks.
They're clearly bricked.
You can
out.
see the bricks.
All right. Someone's clearly trying to message me.
That would be hilarious.
It's the government. They're like, hey,
yeah.
stop searching this now.
We're gonna need you to.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's
With,
Google, bro.
Stop with the truth podcasting. That's not even live.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, see, look at this. Look at this image. Hoax alert. There
Hoax.
is no evidence of alien sauce.
But there are whirlpools out there.
Okay, so that's just
But
like a
they're
fake
whirlpools.
Oh, here, look at this. The mystery of the Bermuda Triangle in the New York Post.
Mystery of the Bermuda Triangle.
So, was there a specific... stop that. Was there a specific conspiracy that got you into conspiracies? Like,
okay.
Yetis
I've always heard of conspiracies, but the one that made me be like, some of them might be true was the Tuskegee experiment.
Yeah, enlighten me. I don't really know that one off the top of my head.
I know that one.
Yeah.
Tuskegee experiment?
Yeah.
That was when they...
It recently got put into light. That's on because like there were two Tuskegee experiments. One was Tuskegee experiment with syphilis, where they said there was like a flu shot, like a antibody shot, but really they were just injecting them with syphilis.
Yeah.
And then just seeing the effects of.
Jesus.
Yeah,
They literally they didn't know, and
people.
they didn't know. Like the
people
test subjects had idea.
Had no idea.
So just walking around with their normal day to day, giving everybody
they go crazy.
syphilis.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's because like they basically use black people as lab rats.
Yeah.
But the second Tuskegee experiment was they had Tuskegee airplane pilots that scored, and I think the government thought that black people couldn't handle a plane. Yeah, it's something stupid like that.
They couldn't handle a plane?
They couldn't fly.
Like,
They didn't have enough brain comprehension to fly.
So what were they giving them to make them better flyers?
That's exactly what they tried. Like, oh, they're cheating. And all the other flyers, like the black Tuskegee Airmen, were all like, we're just good at our job, bro. Like,
we're just
good.
I understood the assignment, dog.
Yeah, like basically, like, we understood the assignment. We did it. What's so complicated? Flying, okay. I do math.
How long ago was this?
Just like this is like the Tuskegee Airmen was like.
That was like
70s.
Yeah, the airmen, the Tuskegee Airmen.
Tuskegee Airmen.
Oh, like no, that was like World War II.
Yeah, it was World War II.
Yeah,
because they're called Red Tails. That's what their squadron.
There was a movie about it.
Yeah, there were a couple movies.
Yeah.
The one I like more was the one with Lawrence Fishburne, aka Larry Fishburne.
Larry, dog, Larry, bro. I'm walking down the street. I said, Lyndon.
Come here, boy. That was so crazy.
Hey, Larry Fishburne, how's Ice Cube?
But yeah, so what about classic conspiracies? Like any of those, do you believe that is true?
JFK, moon landing, Yetis.
The JFK, I do believe that conspiracy where like
there was someone on the grassy knoll. Or something?
I only say there was multiple shooters because my mom used to work for the FBI. She's like, yeah, I did a lot of their paperwork. Didn't work out. A lot of the stuff that they be saying don't make sense. Wow. I'm like word. She's like, yeah, we have 3 agents out, and then all of a sudden one dude gets shot.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I'm like, bet, mom. like that's why I think some of the conspiracies are plausible. Not every conspiracy, but I think large majority.
Which one do you think is just total horseshit? And you're like, why are people even fucking wasting their time with this?
The one I think that is most plausible, aliens, because nigga the government was like, we got them, and everybody's like, you don't got them. Like, they just niggas are stupid. Like that's how they treated it. But the one that's most horseshit.
Wait, so you think aliens are real, or
yes, yeah? I do think aliens are real.
I think I do. I'm same boat. Same boat, same ship.
I'm just saying, like, even whether you're a Christian, Buddhist, or anything, you really think a God is only going to create one? Bruh, right. I play Xbox and I play PlayStation. Do you know how many different characters I have for Def Jam Fight for New York? I have 3 different characters, 3 different styles, 3 different ways to play. Like, bruh, if you're a creator, you're going to create more than one. Come on.
You look pretty godly in this frame right now, I'll tell you that.
Godlike even.
So, okay. All right. Aliens exist.
How would you not think aliens exist in this day and age, too? It's just like, that's ridiculous.
I mean, I grew up on that. My grandparents were always talking about how aliens
think about
exist,
it right now,
so
dude.
I don't think it's weird at all.
Right now, in our solar system, there is a planet that is entirely populated by robots. Mars. Mars population, to our knowledge, it's all robots. So, robots we fucking put there. There's a robot planet in our solar system.
So
I like that a lot.
So there's a game coming out that
you're just a rover on Mars.
No, the game is where like you're have you played the game Dead Space before?
I have not.
Okay, so Dead Space is a third-person shooter horror game, and you're basically going all through the whole series. There's alien device that people say is an alien device, but it's really man-made, but it's
Classic.
But it's made to basically do necro transfer me.
Yeah, like so bringing back spirits and
Not just
getting them to possess bodies and shit.
Reanimating dead
Dead
bodies.
people, yeah.
Yeah, and then it makes them go crazy and it makes their bodies move.
Right.
Dysphoria. And so that's that whole series. But the same people who made that are making 2 different games. One is where you're on a planet similar situation, but it's not the government, it's the warden who works for the government who's doing it. And another one where a lot of the tech that you're using seems and is of liking to like late 80s, early 90s kind of tech.
Okay.
And you're roving amongst this star station. Routine is the name of the game. And you in a robot is literally chasing you because it's on its routine to check if there's any people still alive.
Okay.
And to kill it because, of course, like Order 66, executive orders to kill.
Right.
But, like, fuck you. Fuck you, bro. I'm a nerd.
I love it, dude. You made it such like you are a nerd. You made it such a specific point to be wearing like that shirt. You gotta like shout it out.
You know
You're so proud of it.
Hey, bro, I'm a car guy too, bro. AE86. If you dude who likes cars and anime, initial D. You know it. You feel me?
I just want if I can't. Yeah, look at that.
Dirty ghetto cans.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Baby.
Yeah. So all right.
But yeah, I do believe if we can make a game out of it, what makes you think that hasn't been done already?
Right. Well, it's like Hollywood too and stuff. Like if they're writing a movie that it's like, all right, this is how the terrorist does it.
I would like to see
that's probably somebody's research.
I would like to see a movie where we are the invaders landing on an alien planet.
Yeah, it's called Avatar.
Yeah.
Which was originally
this is why I don't fucking write movie scripts.
Well, you should write movie scripts because did you see the first time Avatar was out when it was called Dances with Wolves? And before that it was called Pocahontas.
I was about to say I thought it was Pocahontas.
Yeah, it's the same shit. It's just
Yeah.
the same
Well,
shit.
okay, think about the movie The Moon.
What movie?
Oh,
What
with
movie?
fucking Sam Rockwell?
Yes.
That was a cool one. That was cool. That's a little 2001.
I haven't seen it.
This guy.
So it's a good movie to watch. When you watch that movie, really think, is any like conspiracy theory too crazy to really think of? Like,
Yeah, I just think there's too much.
we already cloned sheep, my dude. What makes you think we haven't started cloning people to be on
they
the moon?
probably are.
Just to perfect it.
They probably are.
Yeah, man. I mean,
there's
a reason why Elon Musk wants all that real estate up there.
Yeah, he wants to be the owner of
of
Mars.
He's
for
got
sure.
the most satellites, more than any satellite, than any other company, more than any other government.
And
they're all his.
And there's no intergalactic human rights.
I just thought that it was very interesting that Texas was the place that let him build a spaceport.
Yeah. Gotta go
The
somewhere.
place where they're afraid of illegal aliens. But you're telling me you're going to build a fucking spaceport.
Boy.
Where you're just launching him out of over the wall.
It's a white boy with a lot of money.
I really don't see a problem with it.
They be like,
do
oh,
you?
you're trying to go over to outer space? Well, the NASA cats, they got a property and land over there.
I got a timeshare on
You want
Mars.
to get these goddamn aliens, you got to take the fight to them.
You saying?
Look,
I got me my AR-15. I can assemble an AR-15 out of Legos. I am ready, shit, like cocked and ready to go.
I've even been practicing shooting at small targets by all the citizens in my community, especially their schools.
Who looks squirrel?
Oh, that was.
Why would you want to shoot little kids? They run too fast.
Disrespectful. That's what this is.
No, I was aliens though. Actual space aliens. There's a space force. There's all that shit. I want to know the first confirmed kill. How did that? Was it hand to hand? Tell me everything. There I was on the enemy spaceship. Well,
and the round tentacle-faced people came around the corner. I murdered one. I strangled it, and then I took over
the first
ship.
confirmed
kill in
of
the
an
Space
alien
Force.
species by
So
a branch
How
of
did it
government.
happen? Did we shoot down their ship and we killed him? Was it hand to hand? Oh,
Ron, you're private service, right?
Yeah, I get so hot about that. It'd be so cool.
So you're private. So the reason why I feel that if it does happen, or if and when it happens, that we would know about it immediately. Look how much of a boner you just got.
Yeah. Someone would be filming.
You really think it would
he
just
stabbed an
circulate?
alien in the face.
This just got
be on the
leaked by a
news.
government agent. The first, you really don't think that's not gonna hit
You know
Twitter heavy?
Bro, that is a great comedy sketch.
Like
to do
like
that,
you'll know
that's
about
breaking
it.
news.
It's gonna be breaking news.
Do the
Leaked
breaking
news.
Do the
government
breaking
hasn't
news
been lying.
sound.
Oh yeah, fuck, dude.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's act this out.
Oh
Let's,
man, holy shit, we do actually. All right.
Here we go. Ready?
This just in, ladies and motherfucking gentlemen. Is sex with aliens okay? We'll find out with your host, Rj Haines, tonight at 11.
RJ Haines here, ready to give you a special news report. Is wearing a condom safe for interstellar sex? Is a raging boner still a boner?
Have you ever killed an alien with your penis?
Have you ever murdered that intergalactic pussy? Find out next time, tonight at 11.
We'll find out with our guest.
Some viewers might find this next footage graphic, so hide your children and your wife.
Oh man, I'm time stamping that later because that was a writing session right there. That's a fucking tax write-off for comics now.
Find out next time on News at 11.
That'll be an interesting day, man. That'll be an interesting day when we do
and like
finally know the truth. When the truth will be set free.
Did we chase him down? Was there like a dog fight that ensued? Was it like really like Will Smith, Welcome to Earth? Like will it be like slapping Chris Rock around the Oscars?
If having sex with one is like having sex with all.
Do you guys think that if in the next 2 years that an alien ship were to land and they were to be like, take me to your leader, and we took them to Biden, they'd be like, what the fuck is going on?
No, they would have the same reaction as a blood or a crip getting robbed by someone who plays Magic the Gathering. Just like, really? This is what we're doing? Oh, okay, we'll play along. So, this is your guy? Okay. This guy? Okay. This is going to be easy work, light work.
You mean the guy that falls off of bicycles? Are you fucking kidding me?
But wouldn't it be funny if they tried to do it and then fell right over? Sweet.
That would be pretty fun.
Be real though, from like a conspiracy standpoint. All right, let's absolutely serious. Remove comedy from it. Let's just say for reasons unknown. Let me see if I can. For reasons unknown, an alien spacecraft is now landed in the middle of the Australian outback.
Look, man. A lot of those insects already look like aliens.
Negative. By the time,
I'm pretty sure they would talk the same.
By the time humanity deploys some sort of reactionary
Australians is still different though.
To see like what the fuck just landed. By the time that happens and they finally put eyes on it, and then you get the reporter going, breaking news out there in the desert, mates. You got a stranded ship. Another one shows up in Antarctica. From this moment on,
It'd be great.
From that moment on, what do you think would happen in the world? What do you think would happen first? Do you think governments would topple? Do you think?
No.
I think immediately they would fly out every president, every
leader.
NATO. They would send out everyone.
Bring all the leaders of every to one place.
Based off of how the system works, I think that's
the Ugandans. With the finest robes. the finest jewelry. Oh, you come by and be like, hello.
Good luck.
No. My interstellar friend, look, we have been oppressed for years. If you can release us from our shackles. It's like,
but the aliens would be so confused. They'd be like, "You have such fine robes."
I don't
understand.
I don't think that they would
fine fabric.
I don't think that that's what the news would be. It'd be like, we found a funny looking gator the other day. It would not be the same news report.
Ever seen a grown man naked?
Oh, never.
Oh no, dude, it would be interesting.
Would you like to know more?
Absolutely,
maybe.
But no, man, I don't know how humanity would take it. I wonder what every religious zealot would have to say.
Every doomsday prepper would be in their bunker, just waiting for the worst to happen.
They're just gonna wrap this one out.
Okay, let's go through the levels on this shit. All right, let's go through each and every category.
Okay.
First, let's do government, and then go personal. So government, what would every government would do? Let's if we really want to break down this scenario, let's really break it down and let's really have fun with this shit.
I honestly think that they would all convene to talk about what the next step would really be.
Off top.
And then I think that half the room would be like, let's just see how it goes. The other half would be like, we should weaponize now.
There would definitely be defense posturing. There would definitely be defense posturing from a military standpoint.
It would have
so like top three NFL coaches, top 3 countries that would go on the offense or defense.
Ooh, good
okay.
call.
Let's say offense. We're gonna go Italy.
Why? I was gonna say us on top offense.
No, I think us would be defense. I think us would be top defense.
I think we would be
offense. I think it would be Italy. I think it would be Germany, and I also think it would be Japan because they want those cool little nifty gadgets. They want to.
I definitely agree with all 3. Definitely on the third one because of the tech. Look like that's how Japan makes their money.
I think
Japan
Italy,
and China make their money off of tech. If you know about what they're doing over in what China's doing over in Africa, where they're like literally enslaving and mining cobalt.
Yeah,
like that's their bread and butter.
I only say Italy as my first go-to is because I think Italy needs something to bring them back into like the serious player game in the world. I think that no one.
So you think they're basically doing like a star screen?
Last thing we know them for is fucking joining up with Hitler. You know what I mean? They need a good positive, like, hey, we're not going to oppress these. No, we're not.
No, I'm trying to. I'm trying thinking on like, what characteristics of this
I
move
think Germany for similar reasons.
I think defensively, immediately. Let me go offensively, actually.
Yeah, we're starting on offense.
Yeah, let's start on offense.
Okay, so I think the U.S. would be on the offense, but be claiming neutrality. And when I think neutrality, I think delegates from Great Britain, America, and probably Japan would come to, or even like say Mexico City. I think they would be dispatched to like the Australian outback to be representatives. But I think offensively, I think probably North Korea would take a shot at like a flying saucer before they knew what it was.
100.
Especially being placed geographically, I think they would be, because they might use it as a reason to show supremacy. No, and we were the first ones to shoot, is what they'll say, and we were right to do it. And
I feel like North Korea has always been like
they're just waiting.
They just wait. Like, we got a big dick too.
And this is big dick energy time.
Like in those times of uncertainty shows you what a man's true colors are.
I could see Russia taking a shot.
Definitely.
But everyone be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
So you just named off like 4 or 5 top 3.
Oh well, I'm just saying North Korea would take a
offense.
shot. Offense.
Yeah, we're doing offense.
I think Russia would take a shot, and I think America would be on offense, but they wouldn't be shooting at it. They'd be trying to infiltrate.
Okay, hold on. Maybe I think I misunderstood the assignment. Offense means that we're cool with them.
offense means we are attacking. We are hostile in some way, shape, or form.
We are making ways or we're making moves, whether it be covert or upfront.
Okay.
Of like, no, we want the bag. We want your bag. We want what you got.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so that's
America would try to be on the offensive.
I mean offensive in a sense of politically
positioning themselves there first.
Politically, like whether it be show of dominance with warheads or anything of that manner, or even just befriending for the sake of power.
Yes,
that's what I mean by offense.
So and it's like, you know, because they haven't even communicated yet. This is just what governments would do to react to the all of a sudden very cat out of the bag way of like aliens. The existence of aliens are real. We all have to deal with this now in the zeitgeist of humanity. What's going to happen? And so right now, from a government perspective, name your 3 that are going on the offense. Name 3 that might be going on the defense.
Yes.
So my offense were my defense. That's what I thought people would be cool with it. So that's where I got that. I got that. But I guess so on the offensive, I think it would be the UK. I think the UK would be one of the ones that's going to get in there because they're the longest empire, so to speak, on their own terms. They're known dominators and
colonizers.
Yeah. Yeah, China is definitely a good one. I think China would definitely go on that.
Does China have a space station? I know we have the.
They do. They do. China keeps a lot of their shit quiet.
Right. Like China, they have a space station. So like we have the International Space Station. There's a Russian space station and a Chinese space station. So like there's a lot of stations.
You just have to also remember there was a space race.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I would think it would be UK, China, and United States, China, and the UK. That's I think what would be my
on the offense. China posture.
Let me just say
I think Germany, Italy, and Japan would be the defense.
And let me just say this as a side note. I feel that China is one of the slickest hustlers.
They gotta. I mean, they gotta be because they gotta be so regimented,
bro. Like not only so regimented, like they do a lot of their dirt in front of your face and then don't say shit about it.
Well, because they're also like the biggest kid on the block too. Because it literally is like when you're the fattest kid at the table, you'll take the first steak. What you gonna do about it? You know?
And I, like as much as America tries to exude that energy, I feel like China has that energy.
Well, because that's why I threw in the location too. Because the locations
that's
of where
that's the crazy part that kills me. Like how are you gonna try it?
So we have to team up with them to go after these.
Yeah, like the locations of the landings. The locations of the landings matter. I feel.
Oh, 100%.
Because it's like I mean, China, Russia, North Korea. They're obviously closer geographically. I think defensively, I think Australia would immediately like, oh shit.
But they're so small.
Australia. If the continent of Australia is what I'm saying.
All of Australia is what he's saying.
Yeah, they landed in the middle of the Australian outback.
I know.
And so Australia is, I think because they're so small, I think they would
saying
immediately.
that Australia is small, is what I'm saying.
Australia is not small. What are you talking about?
I mean, do they have like a huge military? Are they like one of the big contenders in the world?
We help Australia.
Yeah, they're an ally, but geographically, geographically speaking, they are like the biggest landmass.
So there's a lot of space for them, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
so we could cohabit.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the middle of the outback, there's not a lot of people there to receive the aliens that way. From there, it's like pretty much who can get somebody to that desert.
But if a town pops up randomly out in the outback, everybody's gonna be like, really?
Right.
Like it's. Like we heard a huge commotion over here. Like, oh, listen,
because like militarily, like any nation has the capability to move to another part of the globe within 24 to 48 hours. So like, boom, aliens land, cool. Governments are like, all right, let's get representatives out there to try to get the upper hand. Let's also go into lockdown because we don't know what these fuckers want.
Okay, so who else is on the defensive?
I would think
because you already have your top 3. Offense. So
I would think defensively, I think places like Canada would want to secure their borders just because they knew that they would, like, out of fear and social unrest, a lot of people would be looking to their real estate.
Canada?
I think Canada would go on the defensive. I think because Australia is so diplomatically small and this big thing just popped up in their backyard, they would fucking go on lockdown and be like, oh, defense. And I think Israel.
Israel would take
immediately
it.
go.
Israel would take it as a second coming. I'm just saying.
And Israel would be, and this kind of leads into the second part too, because this is just what's going on in government. What happens to people in religion who have been so devout to their gods their whole life, and they realized.
It's apocalyptic kind of scale.
Oh, 100%.
Because either like this was part of the Crusades, it was part of God's plan.
We couldn't handle staying inside for 2 years.
God didn't see this coming. Like, you know, like, oh, I've been wasting all my time. Like, you know, every prayer I ever made for like.
But
you know,
what if the alien
defeating?
What if the alien like was Jesus and he just pops out of a spaceship and he's like,
so I think,
yo, what's up? My bad, I left you off for like a
what do you
long
think
while.
about your defenses first before we move on to the religion?
Oh, my defenses?
Yeah.
I would say Africa would be defensive only for the sake, like
the whole continent, or like, would you think anywhere in specific?
Egypt, if I have to say any country in Africa.
Yeah, like
if they landed in Egypt, I feel that a lot.
If they landed on those pyramids, people would be like, "What?"
No, conspiracy theorists would be like, "I
told
knew
you
it.
so, assholes."
Yeah.
Told us.
That's a whole other category. Which countries would be like, "Told you, motherfuckers"?
Oh
yeah, Egypt for sure.
Egypt for sure.
Egypt, America for sure.
Because like you have to understand how vital like just landing is.
Yeah.
Where you because if
why did they land in the desert? Why did they land in Antarctica?
If when and where and what time Superman landed on Earth critically changes a whole fake.
Oh yeah, if he had grown up Chinese,
if small
like,
things,
for real?
if small things like really determine a fictional character, imagine the ramifications. So I'm just thinking like, and if it lands in Africa, then there would be a lot of conspiracy theorists be like, oh yeah, we knew Africa was the motherland and we knew aliens were over there. Second, I'd probably say Australia because we help out Australia.
Yeah, they would definitely want us. They would want our help.
Like
it
would be Australia on the defensive and America on the offensive.
Yeah.
So
let's see that.
That plays hand in hand.
Yeah.
And lastly, if it landed in Hawaii, I think people would fuck with them. Like
I think that'd probably be the best thing for the world if
aliens landed in Hawaii. Because
they need a vacation too. Okay,
because my first thought process is like, okay, what land is like really unsecure, where like other countries are jockeying for that land? Africa's one.
I think Alaska is probably like the last bit of like people want it because it's like it's got so
many
resources.
If they land in Alaska, they're not going to be found for a couple years.
Wait, so is your third defensive is Hawaii?
Yeah.
They're not a country though.
No, that's fine. I mean, it'd be like.
I mean, it's a
U.S. still.
It's a U.S.
It's a territory.
Like,
so you're saying it would just be for the sake of its strategic advantage, like.
No, in a sense, a reason why I said Hawaii as a defensive, because Hawaiians are very big on fuck white people.
Oh yeah, no, I was stationed there. Yeah,
they're very big on that. So if you're an alien and you look different, they're instantly going to be like, we're going to see it. We're going to see
hospitality is still in them to be like, what if because honestly, I said Hawaiians would be awesome. If aliens landed in Hawaii, that would be the best thing for the world.
For the world.
Because
they get to see a chill side of the earth.
Be like, oh, didn't know you were real, brother. Tiki drink?
Yeah,
you want to surf tomorrow?
And nine times out of 10, if you treat them good, or but this is for anybody and anywhere. If you treat the natives good and you compromise and you have an understanding that you're just trying to live, people 9 times out of 10 will fuck with you if they're good people. Of course, you have people who aren't, who are gonna fuck it up.
Well, people that are on the.
So what if we're just like humanity that's just like, this globe, we actually used to fight amongst each other quite a bit, pushing fun, a little crosstown rivalry. But for real, ever since these aliens showed up, this fucking place is a shithole. And the aliens are like, dude, we just gave you free water and energy. Like, yeah, we don't need your gentrification, you fuckers. Like, we had it. I know we were, button heads. Had a global starvation issue, going on. Thanks for the food, but no, man, you're really classing it down. What if we be?
But I mean, even with the conspiracy itself about aliens, like they've been known to show up and turn off nuclear warheads. Like they've stopped missiles from launching ever and shit. It's like yeah, I don't think
That's a big dick energy move.
Yeah, we wouldn't.
Wait, so now I've never heard this. There's a conspiracy that
There's-
aliens have.
there's so much that they would literally show up when they were testing nukes and stuff in different parts of the world, and it would hover above the base, and as they were trying to like press the button to launch, like all their shit would just shut down, and then the thing would take off, and then everything would come back on.
Or what?
No, because that's a big bro move.
But there's videos, like there's a disclosure project that they did about it.
Yeah.
Well, people
that
test,
only affirms.
People test nuclear missiles all the time. I mean, fuck, we still probably do it somewhere out in the middle of nowhere, deserts.
That only affirms what I'm saying.
North Korea does it all the time. Like you'll see, like there's video that like the boom, like you'll see like the entire side of a mountainside just cave in because they're testing them underground and stuff.
Yeah, but I don't think they've done it in a long time. But like this is something that happened. No, I'm talking about the aliens coming down and.
Well, then that's all I'm saying is like, hey man, you're slacking.
My
dog.
grandparents are huge alien enthusiasts. They travel around the world going to crop circles. They go to crop circles to meditate in crop circles, and they have friends who are like alien
Better
hunters.
crop circles than cross burnings. That's where you want to be.
That's obvious. Thank you.
You want to be into aliens, but
How
not
did
into
we get
racism.
here?
Well, we were just talking about.
Well, then if
like,
we have aliens,
gentrification and
if we
stuff
have
like
aliens,
that, these
if
guys
we
are-
have aliens and we know about them, let's never bring them to Alabama.
yeah, that's probably a bad news.
Yeah.
That's a bad call. I wonder what else like other places are like that on the planet too. Like if the aliens showed up in
I love my
Russia.
Southern people, but come on.
Yeah. Anyway, so my
what-
grandparents.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he went left.
They have like photos. They have like literally like disposable camera photos that they've taken themselves of alien crafts where they've seen from like the ground and shit. Like they go all over Europe and stuff. Well, if my mom gets married in September, if that still happens, I'll ask them to bring some. Yeah. I want to get them on the podcast. But yeah, anyway, so like I grew up with all that
both
shit.
of them?
No,
That's all-
just my
that's all-
grandfather.
Okay. Yeah.
Just my grandfather.
Your granddad, your grandma sounds like man.
Yeah, I don't want her on because she's just gonna roast me the whole time, and it's
Yo, man, hey man, treat your grandparents good when you're young, man. Because like my grandma was she was ruthless, but not to me.
I love them to death. It's just tough love going back both ways. They gave me tough love growing up. I'm just getting a little tough love back. That's all my jokes are. But they're like, I remember them telling me, and this is the whole what I was trying to get to, is that they were telling me when I was a kid when they'd put me to bed at night when I'd go and stay in Brazil for 3 months in the summer, that there's like I would ask them like, oh, but aren't like, won't they like abduct us? And my grandma literally said, no, like in 1983, the intergalactic, like they came up with a rule where they're not allowed to like get humans and like do scientific studies on them anymore. And I was just like, all right. So instead of like, and then like, now go to bed. You know what I mean? And it's like,
so they treated it like.
So apparently,
like
there
when
is
we
a-
find out that people do
there
tests on chimps and stuff.
I was
like,
just about
no
to say,
animal
like
testing.
there
man.
is.
Like the makeup industry. So they treated us like the makeup industry.
Apparently, there is some higher order in the universe where the aliens convene and talk about what is ethical and non-ethical to do to lower class life forms.
That's
and
nice.
So they what?
So apparently, that was all part of the whole stopping the nukes and shit. Was to come in and like
That
show
woke alien
to
community.
show and be like, hey, look, we don't want you doing this. We're watching, and like this invades this goes against our intergalactic rules of what we do with other life forms. So we're gonna try to show you guys don't do this. That's her theory on that whole scenario.
So an alien will pop up in random person. It's like, oh my God, oh, are you gonna abduct me and throw me up my ass? He just looks
against the law.
He's
Sorry.
just like, my bad. Hey,
You know what? We're
there's probably some
Ted from 1965. He did all that shit. Now, me, I'm cleric. Okay, I'm cleric.
It
That's
would
what
be
we do.
funny if they said we don't do that anymore.
We don't-
You know,
we
like
don't-
he's
that'd
like,
be
look,
funny
that was
anymore.
so.
It'd be even
That's-
funnier.
That was
dude.
so
That's
1983.
yeah, I was gonna say, that was so the 80s.
Yeah, but like, what if the fucking the farmer, the hick or whatever, just replies like, so, but like you still have the thing though, right?
You could still theoretically, you didn't like get rid of it, did you?
It's like laying around in the back, maybe. I don't know.
So y'all still got that, right?
But I'm sure.
I just want to know.
I just wanna put
know
eyes on it.
honestly, does it return back to way it was?
Have you cleaned it since its last use?
What do you mean you got
What is a
holes and
sanitary-
that's how you get off? So someone tickles you? Is that what you're saying? Someone tickles you and then you come? Is that what's happening? I think
how many of these tests?
there's gotta be.
There's got the white liquid out there, penis. How many?
There has to be bad apples though. In every life, there's got to be those ones that just break the rules and are, an example or a bad example for the rest.
Tom,
but there's probably
you're over your 3 human limit. Fuck the limit, Harold.
I just gotta say this.
I'll do what I want.
I gotta say this. In every group, there's always gonna be a star screen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just a rogue maverick. Just a trendsetter.
I'm a rogue maverick. Starscream. Nothing ever works out for me. Try as I might. I've tried so many times to fuck over Megatron, and he still wins. I'm never going to get the respect I deserve.
Yeah. So all right. So we've seen the same show.
So wait, what about? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
What about religion? Because like, if we know we've done the defense, offense. There's religion, and then what else? There's like just societal structure.
The same
Who
church.
would hide them?
The same church that are flying
can't hide 'em. You can't
pride
hide 'em,
flags in Portland are
That's
going to
out
be
of
the
the
ones
bag.
that are like, nah, this is cool too. You know what I mean? The ones that already reverted their stances on a bunch of old stuff that's outdated. Like, there are progressive churches around the country.
Oh yeah.
and
Well, most churches, any church that has, I don't know, a female preacher.
I think the Vatican would be fucked, though.
Dude,
you know what I mean? Like,
why? Okay.
No, when
The
religion
Pope-
first showed up, they were like, "There's no way women can preach the Lord's work. It's for men."
He said the Vatican would be fucked.
Oh yeah.
In what sense?
because they're
like,
devout
understand,
Catholics.
I'm
They're,
not
to them,
Catholic.
like, the word of the Bible is like law.
First
yeah,
off,
I do know that.
So I just
the
feel
Vatican, I think the Vatican would be destroyed.
this would be
okay by
this would-
humans or by
I think
the aliens?
humans.
If
I think
God
it would be
was-
overrun like in a riot, and just like the same way Baghdad was looted
If
in
God-
Iraq. Like,
let's just say this.
it would be destroyed upon the discovery of aliens. Like, your God's not real, motherfucker. They'd be going in trying to steal the paintings and shit.
that type of thing. Okay,
And
I can
all
see
those
that
fucking
happening.
guardsmen with the pikes and stuff, they're not going to be able to hold.
Think of this. Think of this. If God exists, and then He had a prodigal son to come and kind of lay out the ground rules of what this is all to be about, and He had all these different characters in the Bible to lay out what the Word of God was.
Right.
And He created other life forms, but He just kept it a
Never
secret from
mentioned
His
it.
chosen people. That to me,
that would be a huge disruption.
so
among
that would
the religious.
fuck up a lot of people's religious beliefs solely based off of that. And or they could they might do a spin and try to fucking rebrand and be like,
This
is
the
his
second
new
coming.
invention. This is his new invention. And
Also,
I'm gonna go with.
I've been receiving word from the Lord, and this is His plan. And
I'm gonna go with the rebrand. I'm gonna go with the latter. Combined.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was just Heaven's Gate people coming back and be like,
Bro,
"Told you we'd come back, motherfuckers."
There's gonna be a select few because there's always an offshoot of.
There'll be cultists.
There
New
will be.
religions will spawn from this event.
yes. The
But
same way
I-
Dr. Manhattan in Watchmen became
Yes.
a god to the
Yes.
Vietnamese because he
Yes.
easily showed that he was all powerful, all knowing,
Exactly.
ever present, just
All of it. Yeah, man. It's not so. It's a crazy thing to think about. So like, what you like Rio de Janeiro, the fucking.
Oh,
Yes,
bro,
Christ the Redeemer,
that would be pushed
vandalized.
over.
It's gonna be
Not
like
even
fucking Batman
vandalized.
versus Superman. You know what I mean? Where they're going up and
100%.
destroying the fucking lies on the fucking Superman statue.
And
Like
how
that's
cool
what
would
it's
it
gonna be like.
How cool would it be if they were just like they answered all of our questions? It'd be like, so the pyramids, like, no, that actually wasn't us.
We have nothing to do with
Bro,
that.
that
You
would be
guys
fire.
actually-
What if
that
the-
would be so fire.
What if the
I ain't gonna lie,
aliens?
that would be fire.
What if the aliens showed up and were like, "Yeah, we knew your dad. He said he's gonna go out and get a pack of cigarettes and." Who knows?
and every black dude would be like, I knew I was from God.
Yeah, he went out to get a vape and never came back. You know, so.
Fucking- No, man, it's the ramifications would be crazy. Like every prepper would go nuts. It would be an apocalypse. Like the second, so like governments would be trying to deal with this. Like holy shit,
On
there's
two
aliens
fronts.
on
It's a
two
two-front warfare
And
here.
the
It's
people would be
keeping the
freaking out.
people in
Society.
line and also dealing with a new potential paradigm shift, a
Yes.
complete and total paradigm shift to the core of society's backbone.
In
Absolutely.
Klaatu, we trust.
In Klaatu, we trust.
We do videos on this podcast. We have some fun videos if you want to watch some fun stuff and kind of get into that.
Do it.
What do you have any that were you in anything as far as weird video? Like I could watch drunk people fall off scooters all day. Like that's kind of one of the kink I'm on. We don't
Cops
we don't
chasing
have one of
drunk
those.
Amish people in horse and buggy. Like,
Oh, yeah,
you
we
know,
just-
just any kind of. We got some weird sports, like some cheese rolling and.
Oh yeah, no, that's that.
My favorites to watch when I'm bored, since I am a car guy, is like car chases.
car chases.
Like sports car chases, like reviews and
drift videos and stuff.
Yeah. Oh my god.
All right. Well, we got one for you here. Let's see what this is about.
Let's see what Ron pulled up here. Yes, this video. Talking about driving in cars and stuff, I've never hit a deer, but on the road, I've seen about 1 billion of them on the fucking side of the road all over the Midwest. And I've always wondered what it must be like to have that happen. Every time I see a deer warning sign, I'm just kind of like, what might happen? And what would it look like if it did? Like, does your car get splattered in blood like in the movies?
Well, my mother actually, growing up in Vermont, my mother would take one out with a Subaru every winter.
Wow.
Yep.
Subi's durable.
So if we watch the screen here.
So
as I am.
There's multiple things.
What?
There's a deer about to run across the road.
There's multiple things that can happen. If it's like a Mack truck and it's going like 70 miles an hour, that thing's going to come apart like a fucking balloon full of red Kool-Aid.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, here we go. Yoink.
Wow.
There.
Dude.
Goat simulator all day.
Right? I did not know that they bounce like that. There's no carnage, really. It's mostly they go ragdoll.
So this actually probably is like a Mack
physics
truck.
that God put on Earth.
Do you think that the deer died on impact and it's
Hold on, wait for it.
Oh yeah, it's dead on impact.
He got hit like a he got hit like a running back from shot like got hit like a running back. Got hit like a
ragdoll.
Like a running back. Oh, look at that. I love going to like the most watched area. Oh, that's so good.
Wait for it.
Right there. Wow. And now I'm less scared to hit a deer with my car.
I'm still gonna be scared.
So no,
I'm still gonna pull over to the side and probably say a prayer.
It's gonna be a shock.
If you notice, it hits the front of the vehicle, bouncing off of it like a battering ram. See, this is where I was like, yeah, dude,
it did like a 360.
It'll come apart like a balloon.
It got hit like you do a hit stick off of Madden. Like,
So here's the thing, though, is if you're in a Subaru, the thing will. If you hit it from the side like that in a Subaru, if you hit it on the side like a Subaru like that, its legs will collapse and it'll go right on your hood, and then it could go through your windshield. And then
it's
so it could drop kick Murphy my face.
Yeah. So
now I'm again terrified of hitting a deer.
Yeah, as you should.
I can assault. I can kill a deer, and a deer can just Rey Mysterio my face. Like,
damn.
Yeah.
You should get that as a sound bite.
What up? Love, right there. Just right. Point of impact.
Wait. I just want to do it again. No, come back.
You should get him on
I know, that's what I'm trying to do. That's right. I got to do it. And then we're doing it.
We're doing it.
I want like 20,000 of them. I'll do it all day.
All right, take two.
Coming like a wrecking ball. Just fuck. Just one big thump. Let's just smack like eating good chicken.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Ooh, that's
I'm a horrible person, but I love it.
And we're all gonna die. Miserables. Dude.
Right, yeah.
Oh, wait, it's just doing it again, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's fair enough. I'll leave that on loop. We've been at about an hour and 17, 18. You guys want another video? We got time for more. We got time for more.
Can you do the girl apologizes for pushing her friend off a bridge?
Oh gosh. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
That's the cheese roll
race. You ever seen that?
Yeah.
That's Dick Gregory. That's hitting a deer.
Oh.
That's
that one's pretty good too.
Nope.
Hold on, just one more game. One more game.
Oh, that one. That was it. That was the one with the.
Gotcha.
Just I want to do it 3 more times. Just because. What up? Just, what up? What?
I love it. Oh my God. All right. So you said it was.
It's gonna be 60-minute clip of just all the times he did that.
Is it this one?
No, it's the next one.
Teen.
That one.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez, Luis.
What?
Bro, how mad would you be?
Will spend as much time in jail. Teenager who
I'm sorry for
shoved
my
her
language.
friend off a 60-foot-high bridge will spend as much time in jail as her friend spent in the hospital.
Hell
Attorneys
yeah.
thought they'd worked out a plea deal to keep
Don't
the young
cry,
woman
you
out
push
of
that
jail,
bitch
but
over.
the judge had another idea.
Punishment for the teen who pushed her friend off a bridge. 19-year-old Taylor Smith was in tears as she was escorted away in handcuffs after being sentenced to 2 days in jail.
Oh, you're crying over 2 days.
Both sides.
Play that violin on his.
Prosecutors recommended
Play that violin.
And reckless endangerment.
Reckless
endangerment. Oh my God.
This is the moment
She says,
Taylor
"Don't
pushed
push me."
Jordan Holgerson off the bridge in Washington State last August.
Ready?
Jordan plunged 60 feet into the water,
Wait.
landing chest first. She suffered 6 broken ribs and punctured lungs. At the
Look at her face. Rewind that back. Rewind that back. Homegirl that got pushed. She's like, yeah, bitch. Fuck you too.
Yeah.
She like, why you cry?
That was her. That was her.
Yeah, that was her. That was her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had that face.
Yeah,
Had that face. She deserved
fresh
that.
out the hospital, dude.
Fresh out the hospital. Fuck that bitch.
lungs. At the sentencing,
I
Taylor
gotta
said
go to
she
jail
was
for 2
sorry.
days for being jealous and pushing my friend over.
Holgerson, her family and friends for the pain
Uh-huh.
and humiliation I had caused by my mindless action that occurred.
Yeah.
I like her
Then,
fake
while
eyelashes.
She went to jail for 2 days.
Got all dolled up to cry.
Got all
nigga.
dolled
Ready
up.
to move on.
Yeah, I'm ready to move
Probably
on.
just as emotional for her as me. I'm happy it's over.
Oh, she ready to suck that bitch.
Bro.
Sorry for my language. Just saying.
She's not
This
thrilled. This man, I don't know. It's funny because it looks like it's pointing at you. Yeah, so she apologizes and goes to jail
For 2 days.
But then we got dad with what is this?
You want to watch failed robberies?
Oh, I know. Did you see the one? Oh, I have the perfect one.
Let's do failed robberies.
All right, I got you. I got you on that one. Hold on. Give me one
What's this
second.
one?
But you ain't saying
I
nothing.
would, I used to have long hair back before.
I used to have long hair too.
Course, and I would, that would have been a big old.
Do these
step to cut
squats.
any of that off. These guys want.
Oh, these squats more plates than me.
Oh, yeah. This is pretty funny.
The referees think of that.
I thought it was
The
pretty funny.
longer this goes, the stronger he gets, the more he rehydrates. You could see how lean he is. He's a little dry.
Oh God, I don't
He's
like.
a little dry.
I don't like how this. I don't like this. I don't like this. He's a little dry.
Yeah, worth saying we have.
Oh, he's gonna blow something out, dude.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this.
It's like, no,
I don't like. Is this because like the longer how life is, the longer that something's certain.
This is the moment when Billy could have stopped.
Oh,
Safely.
he should have stopped. There's a difference.
So he could be anything from 5 to 8 hours away in the time zone. So this could be quite early in the morning for him.
Come on, Playboy. Come on, Playboy. There you go. Clean. I'm waiting for the bullshit.
Oh, yeah, it's coming.
Come on,
Matt Cole, everybody. And this one looks like it's
Oh, he
half
looks
the weight.
way too. He looks.
That looks like way less weight.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like
You've
this.
got a lot more to make up in the squat and the deadlift. So he didn't get that one, unfortunately. He's
Oh, I don't like how his back is. I don't like this.
It's
sir.
definitely arched.
I don't like this. No sir, Bob.
Soup.
Oh, thank God.
I think.
You gotta utilize the soup method.
Bruh, I'm holding my back.
I know this is. I'm holding my breath.
God, why is your back so contorted?
It's the video is called 4th place. He got 4th.
I said every syllable. That means that I'm scared.
That's work, isn't it?
Oh, thank God.
It is, but it moves.
Golly.
Crazy wild.
Why is his back so golly?
Look at that. Yeah.
There's too much space. I can fit a Big Mac in that.
just don't understand.
Half of your box.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. There. Oh, thank.
No cigar, I'm afraid, on the third bench. You do see this quite often.
No cigar.
Oh, right here.
In this case, because these guys are not the tallest in the world.
I want him to shit himself.
I don't want none of that.
I want him
sir.
to poop. I want him to poop a little bit. How much is he trying to lift?
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this.
The guy I know, man. I'm right with you, man. I'm fucking terrified.
My anxiety is on 10.
I am terrified right now, dude. Fucking
59 kilo juniors in the world. It's almost like they're battling it out.
Oh, they're battling it out
A little junior
for the championship.
Don't
do no dumb shit. Don't do that. There you go. Clean.
Yeah, I mean, he was shaking a little, but he was rock solid at the top.
And a record, not a bad deal.
Gutsy stuff right
Final
here
one,
in
dude.
Helsingborg.
Got this.
Oh no.
Colmex.
It's hard because now we've watched the whole video. We're so invested in this.
Quiet. Rubber. Did my nigga throw up?
Yeah.
I think we saw the end of Men's
Dude.
59
Dude, look the way.
Rewind that.
His body was just
Rewind that.
Okay. I'm sorry. Hey, shut up, you. I thought. My apologies. I thought his leg was gonna blow out.
Bro, my anxiety was on 10.
All right. So
10.
let's watch. Yeah.
Can you just replay that while he makes? You should pursue voice acting.
I want to so bad. Over there acting like a bad V8 with an oil spill. Oh God, man, I know. Oh God, man, oh God.
Just can't stop.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is gonna be so fun to clip.
I'm not even.
What's good, my dog?
Hey, I'm quiet, you Jonesy.
All right.
I'm not even gonna tell Chris. I'm not even writing down any timestamp.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna make him watch this whole episode.
Make him watch the whole fucking
Dude,
episode.
so before we get out of here,
I'm almost in fucking
2 more videos.
tears,
The next
dude.
one, can you bring up dude at wrong concert?
Yeah.
You ever go to the wrong concert, bro?
Oh my God. Dude at
Hey,
wrong.
one more. Hey, just 2 more times. Just 2 more times. Just 2 more times.
Oh. Oh my God.
It makes you want to do the noise. It makes you want to just do it. That is the representation of America when they find out that aliens have landed in Australia.
How did we even
Oh my God, dude, your neck, like the vein in your neck, is so sweaty right now.
His neck is sweating.
You gotta sound like an angry Nixon and then end it like a V8.
Oh my God, dude.
And then you gotta end it with.
Are you saying throttle?
He sounds like the Tasmanian devil, dude.
All right, oh my God, all right. Fucking, what the hell? Hitting a deer? Don't need that.
Whack!
Dude,
Here we go. Here we are.
Wrong concert.
I'm doing voiceover this shit, bro. Oh shit, my brother. Shit, what the fuck? Hey, no. I don't want none of this. No. Smell my drink, nigga. Hey.
Dude.
Poor guy, is he gone?
Do you think this is what he signed up for? He's just like having a bad time?
Nah, he was just trying to get some pussy.
He's just trying to get that beer out of there, man.
He was trying to get his pussy. Nah, that's not beer.
He's like, I paid $38 for this.
If it's beer, it's in a red cup. You don't give a
You
fuck.
even
But
say,
it's,
like,
it's in a Coca-Cola cup. It's a mixed drink.
He does like a. He does like a.
Oh, he says.
Hey, no. Hey, what the fuck? Hey, Charlie.
Yeah, no, that guy was definitely the wrong.
And then I just sent you a video of a guy a failed robbery video. Yeah, we'll end it on the failed robbery video.
Please do it on a failed robbery, bro.
Yeah, we'll
failed
do it on
robbery and hidden cars are, I'm sorry, are hilarious, bro. This nigga just rolled in.
He set up yours.
Yo. Wait,
open the drawers.
Pause real quick.
He said
Pause
open
real
the
quick.
drawers.
Pause real quick. Run that back to when the lady first got up.
Asking people for help.
Yeah, OG is looking at him like, you on your own. Ooh. Yeah, he down bad. Yeah, boy down bad.
Get sorted, buddy.
Figure out the...
He's like giving up. He's like, just get me out of here. Hands up.
That's
What a dum-dum. What a dum-dum.
Yeah, you down bad if you got to wait for the cops.
You're waving them down.
You're waiting for the cops.
He's waving them down to come
He's
get
trying to get
him.
someone to open the door for him.
Oh, you bad. I never want to be that.
What's he doing? He's just sitting there. Don't fucking move. The cops are there.
He just has to give up. Like that's.
Yep.
Dude, right? Talk about a failed robbery. This guy came in confident and got
Jonesy.
Someone smart you got outsmarted, dude.
Nah, it happened before. Did you not see? Go back to the beginning. Did you not see how she moved?
Yeah.
She moved way too
before
calm.
Before we go back.
Way too, like, bruh. She was smooth as hell too. Didn't make any noise like that. Got the key.
Not gonna show him coming in. Come on.
I think they might.
It's all a different version of this clip. Yeah, well, we go back.
I
go back to
hear.
the front.
Nah, she was.
Yeah, there's a cop right there.
Did he just open up the door like that?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Oh, it got unlocked. Okay.
Yeah. It would have had to have been unlocked.
Oh, no, but I heard the key.
So back at the beginning is.
Nah, but she already knew what was
that's
up.
before, yeah.
Look. She had the hand on her hip like a disappointed mom. Disappointment and bow right there.
Yeah.
Like, this bullshit again.
Yep.
Shit, I'm going to jail. He said, shit, I'm going to jail. Oh, man.
Well, it's been
All
fun,
right.
man.
Yeah,
You have a good time?
Yeah.
Sick, dude. Yeah, thanks for coming on. Do you want to plug your Instagram again? Just that way people can.
All right, if y'all liked me, follow me on Instagram at Rj Haines with 3 I's at the end. R and a J, Haines. I'm also on Facebook, RJ Haines 3. Follow me on YouTube. I have a gamer channel on Instagram called Night Roland. I'm on Xbox as Night Roland. Yeah, I'm dark as night, and my name is Roland.
That makes sense.
All right, this has been another episode of the ECLECTICAST. Thanks for tuning in. Go follow Alarm Red Media and RJ and everybody else on social media.
we shaved him, like it sucked because like he had a whole bunch of knots in his, and he had really long fur, and it was like his puppy fur, and so I was like, all right, well maybe it's just like it's time, and so like we had to shave him, and so we shaved him all the way down, and it was also like right as he got fixed, so like he had he got fixed and got a cone the next day, so like within 24 hours he was shaved, had his nuts cut off, and was wearing a cone of shame, and was just like, what did I do? I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't know what I did, but it'll never happen again.
Poor little guy.